What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef with Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the show and I hope you get something from the content. To my day ones, thank you for helping me continue to push this platform and push this WNBA conversation. Fever had their backs against the wall tonight. Atlanta coming into town. Tickets on a low. Check out how low these tickets were. These tickets were ridiculously priced. Caitlin Clark was, before the game, was campaigning for Fever fans to show up because she knew that interest is waning. People are falling off the boat, jumping off the bandwagon. It's like, you know what? I'm done with the league. I'm done until next year, until you come back, and rightfully so. Even after the game, they normally announce the attendance. After the game, they did not announce the attendance on this game at all. I've noticed also during these playoffs, every home team's giving out white T-shirts, and they'll leave the white T-shirts on the back of the empty seats, and there's a lot of empty seats. There was a lot of empty seats in Indiana tonight. First quarter, of course, you know Damaris Doncic isn't playing. First quarter, Lexi Hull starts out early, about the 8-minute, 26-second mark, foul. And you're like, damn, it's too early for that, y'all. You're already short-handed, and you're getting fouls early. 4-4 at the 7-minute mark. Kelsey hits her first points of the game. It was a three-pointer at the 6-minute and 26-second mark. Timpson comes into the game for Natasha Howard at the 5-minute mark. And shortly after that, Ariel Powers came in. I thought that was interesting. That's how it'd been going on most of the season. Howard was getting spelled by Timpson. They needed the size tonight. They needed that height, and they needed the athleticism. Lexi Hull picked up her second foul at the 4-minute and 46-second mark, and it was a dumb foul. And it was after Lexi Hull went down court, over dribbling, got caught. Brian Howard picks her pocket, turnover. She goes back down and fouls Ryan Howard on a real weak. There was a lot of weak calls in this game, but that was her second foul. It was 11-8. Indy had the lead with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left. Ariel Powers, she didn't score a ton, but she got some key rebounds and drew some key fouls, especially on Nas Hillman. She got an and one at the 2-minute and 45-second mark. It was only 14-10. That's how low scoring this game was, and it was a sloppy end to the first quarter. Just 2 minutes of some of the worst basketball. Shea Petty comes in and hits a three right at the end of the first quarter. It ends 20-14. Very low scoring game. Very low scoring quarter. That second quarter was kind of more the same. That first quarter was awful. The sloppy play continued in the second quarter. Back and forth. It was almost like watching a middle school team play another middle school team at certain points in this game. It's just the Fever. They weren't making as many mistakes, and they were hitting shots, whereas Atlanta was struggling. They were struggling from the field. At the end of the quarter, they were 1 of 10 from three. But it was 24-19 at the 6-minute and 48-second mark. That's how bad it was. It was a lot of just. It was almost like Atlanta wasn't interested in exerting a lot of energy, and they were just waiting until game three. At a lot of times in this game, 5-minute mark, it's 30-19. Like I said, it was slow. It dragged on. I'm watching it live, and hell, I wanted to hit fast forward. I just kept grabbing my damn remote and just like, man, let's get to the action. Can we get some action up in this bad boy? Nas Hillman and Brianna Jones both picked up their second fouls around the last part of the the second quarter around the 3 minute mark, and Brianna Jones, because her and Aaliyah Boston were butting heads. They were going at it. Aaliyah wasn't playing that soft role tonight. She was actually getting in there. It was good to see her get in the paint. Uh, they end the half 35-29, and it almost looked like it was going to be one of those games where the Indiana Fever have historically done throughout this season, where they play half butt in the first half, and then they let a team come back in the second half. And the third quarter almost started like that. Lexi Hole right at the beginning of the third quarter, 9 minute 21 second mark, another foul. Just just bad fouls at the worst time, and you're already shorthanded. Nas Hillman gets a rebound, throwing elbows like crazy, catches Natasha Howard right in the jaw. They call it a common foul. This was it was 40-35 at this point with 6 minutes and 48 seconds left. Shortly after that, another foul. And this is probably going to be the sixth woman of the year, strong candidate for sixth woman of the year. She goes to the bench. Her in foul trouble was huge because she hit some big threes that last game. Uh, 45-37 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Kelsey Mitchell hits a layup at 3:12, and they get in transition on the next possession. Natasha Howard is 2-on-1. Natasha Howard and Brianna Turner. Natasha Howard feeds Brianna Turner so smooth. If the rim was a foot lower, Brianna Turner flushes this bad boy down, and the crowd goes nuts. Unfortunately, the rim is 10 foot tall. Brianna Turner airballs a layup. When Brianna Turner misses a shot, she don't hit shiitake mushroom at all. She had some blocks of steel, but that in a close, and it was close game, and Atlanta was still in it at this point. And I'm like, I hope that possession doesn't come back to bite them. Uh, Shortly after that, it was 50-39 with 2 minutes left in the game, and this is where Indiana actually started to open it up. Uh, Last couple seconds of the quarter, they're on a run. They're moving the ball well. Atlanta's missing shots. Like I said, Aerial Powers getting defensive rebounds. They're only getting one shot possessions. They're moving the ball down court. 20 seconds left. Boston scores on a nice dish. Kelsey Mitchell, probably to me the player of the game. Aaliyah Boston scores. They inbound the ball. Kelsey Mitchell steals the ball, gets it out. She gets trapped in the corner. She kicks it out, get it over to Boston. Boston gets it over to Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall is ready, locked, aim, and ready to fire that bad boy up. Fires up a three, hits that bad boy with just milliseconds left in the third. They end the third 59-44, and they're on a run at this point. They have opened the game up. They have basically taken the life out of Atlanta. They have stuck it in them. Uh, the fourth starts. Timpson starts to scoring off in the paint. It was good to see Timpson get some minutes in this game. Uh, Gray picks up her fifth foul. She had a terrible game. Terrible. Terrible defensively, terribly offensively. She shot like crap. Ryan Howard didn't really do the damage that they did in the first game. You got to remember, in the first game, they both shot like crap. In the first game, it's just Indiana failed to show up in that first game. If Indiana shows up and plays like they halfway played tonight, this is a different story. We're on to the next round. 12-0 run up until the 8 minute and 11 mark is 64-44. They have opened a can of whoop butt on the Dream. And at a certain point, Frustrations blow over. Alicia Gray's in a possession. Atlanta's on offense. She's jawing with some fans. Don't know what was said. They didn't really talk about it much after that, but the fans got removed from the game. It was just frustration. I don't think those fans were saying much because she was turning around. She was having a full blown conversation with them in play, which was very weird. Atlanta's at this point, they're waving the poncho flag. They want no mas. No mas. Pow Pow comes in. She hits a couple threes. Glad she didn't start. She was the only one hitting threes for them. Glad she didn't start. Sims hits Howard on a wonderful layup. It's 71-47 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. The route is really on. After this, the Dream, they pack it up and say, hey, we're waiting until the next game. They bring in the bench. Indiana brings in their bench. Timpson's in the game. She scores some more points, gets some putbacks. Good to see her just get some run, get some playing time. And the game ends 77-60. It was a butt whooping. They put a butt whooping on them. They didn't play their best. I'll just say that they didn't play their best. I'm glad Atlanta had an off night. I'm glad Atlanta wasn't shooting well, and I'm glad it was a mucked up game. It was a defensive game. I mean, Indiana got out and ran a few times. They had a couple runs that really helped them sustain the lead. The defense was a lot better. Intensity was a lot better. The bench, the bench was active. The bench was very active this game. It was good to see the bench active. Matter of fact, Breonna Turner, I mean, even though I talked noise about her, had a block, 2 steals, had 4 points, but that damn shot she missed on that layup, boy, that was ugly. Michaela Timpson, 8 minutes, 9 points. I mean, 3 of 3, didn't miss. I mean, you ain't got to draw plays up for her. She just get it off hustle. Just gets it off hustle. Shea Petty, 22 minutes, 3 points. Ariel Power, 17 minutes, had 3 points. 7 rebounds, though. Seven rebounds and played defense. Undersized, guarding whoever they put in front of her. If it was Ryan Howard, she guarded. If it was Nas Hillman, she guarded. That's one thing about Ariel Power's versatility, and she got determination. Bree Hall got in the scrub time. The starters, Natasha Howard, 28 minutes, 5 of 8. That was huge. 5 of 8, 12 points. Aaliyah Boston, 7 of 12, 15 points. Odyssey Sims, 1 of 10. 1 of 10. She missed a ton. Like I said, when they got sloppy in the first and the second, it was a lot of Odyssey Sims. It was a lot. Bad passes. She ended up with 5 points. Kelsey Mitchell with a very efficient game. 6 of 13, 4 of 8, 19 points, 4 assists. Got to be the threat. Got to put some fear. They're already scared to guard her, but she put fear in them. Lexi Hull, Warrior. Toughest assignment she gonna take on defense. 2 of 8. 2 of 6. Only had 7 points, but she hit that 3 at the end of the third. And it's one thing about the WNBA. Whenever it's a moment where you just feel like the crowd's going to erupt, it never happens because they missed a shot. But when Kelsey Mitchell stole that ball and they got it over to Lexi Hull accepted the challenge and lit that net up. When she drop it, it goes straight down. Straight down. I mean, great. Great. I mean, it was a good team win. I mean, Lexi Hull had 5 rebounds. I mean, she had a game, man. Lexi Hull, she a must resign in the offseason. Must resign Lexi Hull. Because I know they're gonna be after her. They're gonna be after her big time. Uh, Atlanta. Brianna Jones. I mean, she was scrapping with Boston early, and I like to see them get physical. When it's like that. Four of six, only had 8 points. Nas Hillman, foul trouble, had four. Four of 11, shot 8 points. Alicia Gray, 4 of 16 and eight, and she shot about 7 of 16 or 6 of 16 that first game. Only had 9 points. Ryan Howard, 3 of 9, only had 10 points. Jordan Canada, 2 of 7, only had four. I mean, only one starter when they had a couple starters in double figures. And Ryan Howard was the only person on the team in double figures. Nia Coffee with a bagel, Theory with a bagel, Sika Coney with a bagel coming in scrap time. I thought it was huge that they got Brianna Jones by herself without having Nas Hillman. Nas Hillman had took over for Brittany Griner. Their team runs slower when Brittany Griner's in the game. She played 16 minutes, had 7 points. Walker Kimbrough only had a bagel. Maya Caldwell, 3. Oh, Pow Pow had 11. So Pow Pow, like I said, she came in that fourth, lit it up with the threes. 4 of 6, 3 of 5 from three, had 11 points. One starter and one bench player with 11, and that was basically was already over. She just filling up the stat sheet at that point. They shot 37% from the field. They shot 26% from three and 50% from the free throw line. You're going to lose every time like that. That was Atlanta. Indiana, slightly better. Slightly. 42%. 42% from three, 42% from the field, and 100% from the free throw line. Didn't miss a free throw. And it was good that they got in the paint and got to the free throw line. But game three is going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy. Indiana had 38 points in the paint. That's what they damn near averaged all season when they were playing good basketball. Didn't have a lot of assists. Only had 16 assists, had 15 turnovers. If this is a regular season game, Indiana loses this game every time. When it was over 14, they almost lost every game when they had 14 turnovers. They got lucky tonight. It was the defense. The defense mixed in with some bad shot selection really helped the Fever tonight. They're going to have to play above water in game three. Aaliyah Boston will have to get 20. They got lucky that they didn't need Aaliyah Boston and Brianna Jones wasn't active like she was that last game. But I was glad to see them run, and I was glad to see Stephanie White get the hell out their way and let them do their thing. But let me know what you guys thought. Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.